Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today, showing you the install in the Can-Am Defender. This is a 2020 Can-Am Defender with the black ostrich for the insert and multicam black for the trim. It's an awesome looking set. We're gonna walk you through all the install steps right now. Let's do this. Okay, again, today we're putting the seat covers on the 2020 Can-Am Defender Max, so 2 rows on it, and it's the XT package. So this set of seat covers has the black ostrich insert and a multicam black for the trim. We're gonna get this put on. This is the driver bottom that I have in my hands right now, but we're gonna start with the backrest, then bottom section, then the middle 20 section right here, and then the passenger seat. We'll show you how to do that. Now, one thing to know as you're getting started with this install, the driver seat does not remove easily. You could, unassemble all these seats if you need to, but the passenger backrest does. And so I want to show you that here. And because that's going to be the simplest thing to do. That's going to make the biggest difference with the install. This passenger backrest, as well as the 2 backrests in the second row, they're going to remove very easily. And how you do that is you just give it a nice tug like that right there, and then a tug right here. I'll show you that those just pull out right there. They're just these kind of little clips that push in right there, and then there's these little kind of J clips down here that hook around, these hooks that hook onto this bar down here. So and we'll take this around back, install this piece in a second, but we're gonna get started with the driver and the driver section. But I want to show you those backrests are gonna remove, and we'll get going now on the driver's seat. Driver backrest, first thing that you're gonna wanna do now, I have the cover here. The first thing you're gonna wanna do though is bring this all the way forward. That's gonna make things a little bit easier. Open that room up there. There's gonna be this Velcro here that's gonna go around the back side and attach down onto that Velcro. And then also there's these side Velcro pieces that are gonna connect together right there. So we're gonna push that through. I'm gonna connect that corner Velcro right now. There. Okay, so we got that one. Now I've pushed down. So again, we're getting this backrest on here. Those Velcro straps, the Velcro came down, just connected on underneath there. Really not a terrible install on this one. It's a little tight back here, but you should be able to kind of just reach underneath and connect that Velcro underneath there. Again, I'm just using my 2 hands to connect that Velcro on. Right there, it's connected on both sides of the corners. Okay, so that driver backrest is done now. We'll move right into the driver bottom. Now this driver bottom here has the removable pistol pocket right there. I'm actually just gonna remove that right now for the install, just to make it a little less to work with. Okay, so now this one we're just gonna slide on right here. There's gonna be these straps on the driver's side. There's 3 straps that go up to 3 different buckles, and I'm just gonna get this on here. If you are getting these oriented and you're confused if one's the driver or the passenger, look at this. The driver's side will have a plate right here and then another outside plate. So there's kind of 2 different fabric pieces right there, whereas on the inside of it right there, you're just gonna have 1 strip of fabric. Okay, so that's how you tell the outside from the inside and which one's driver and passenger. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take these straps and these strings, pass them all down below. There's 2 straps that go on the outside of the main seat bracket, kind of the main seat bar, and that's this first outside one right here. I'm not gonna tighten up too tight yet. Just kind of get everything situated first. Here's this other outside one right here. Okay. And then here is this one right here. Here's that middle strap right there. A middle strap. How all these go through is there's a middle slot and then an outside slot, and it just cinches up like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of, as I cinch this one down, I'm gonna hold nice and tight against the cover like that, and then cinch that down. Now I'm just gonna cinch down these 2 outside straps here. Okay. Now that I have those straps cinched tight, we're gonna take the string So here's this. Here's this outside string. Gotta pull this loose. Okay. So I'm gonna actually go on the outside of this bracket right here. So there's this kind of metal bracket, and I'm gonna go on behind that, outside of it. And this one already has a loop tied, so I'm gonna use that loop right there. And then this other one, this other string, I'm gonna go around to that loop, and then pull it. Just pull it, and I'm just pulling it snug. You really do not need to pull too hard on this string. It's just to keep the corners of the cover cinched up a little bit. Okay, so I got that. And then I'm gonna pinch it once I get it tight. And then I'm gonna put a loop around to tie a knot off. Now I'm tying it off right now. Okay, and that is the driver bottom section all done. So we got the driver backrest, driver bottom done. I'll put the removable pistol pocket. Again, that was an option that this customer added on. Put that pocket on. Now we're gonna move to the middle seat section. Now we're doing the 20 section, which is this little seat right here in the middle. There's a backrest to it and a bottom section, okay? And this is the backrest piece right here with these 2 little Velcro pieces around the back. And what you're gonna wanna do is you just push that little clip, and this comes down right there. This is for your cup holders and middle seat there. So what we're gonna do is get this around. Now fit it over like that. And this fabric is gonna come up just barely up to where that original fabric is to cover that. Not much higher. So if you got it much higher, you need to pull it back down. Okay, getting this pulled up here like that. Okay, now for the back side, how this goes on is there's going to be 2 Velcro straps, one right here. Okay, and that first one is going to connect on like that to the side. So you just need to grab a little bit of the Velcro to hold that side there. And then this other side right here is going to come around right there. And then you're going to push that Velcro on right there. So as long as it grips a little bit on both sides right there, then you're going to be good. I'm going to push this up here, try to smooth this out a little bit more. I'm going to shift it over it looks like I got it positioned a little too far this way, so I'm going to just kind of push that around like that. Pull this corner over a little bit more. You can see there's a little cutout down here for this piece right around that, so you kind of try to get that lined up pretty close down there. That's what I was kind of looking at when I realized I probably had to shift it over too far. Okay, so that's that 20 section backrest. That looks good there. We do the 20 section bottom now. And first thing I'll do on this one is actually loosen up this loop. Sometimes these loops are tied in the right place. They all come tied already as they're in the box in shipping. That way these ropes don't slip through the cover. But I'll retie a loop in a second here. Okay, so we're gonna get this positioned on. There's 2 straps, gonna go to buckles. Get this pushed on here, like that. Now this bottom seat does come up. I'll show you that here in a second. Get those straps, push the straps down. Okay, the strap comes up right there. Okay, so now I'll cinch those straps tight like that. I like pulling right here from the back as I kind of pull it tight right there. Okay, and then what we're gonna do now is take the string and get this string tied off. Again, what I'm doing here is tying a loop and this string. Once I have that loop right there, I'm going to take this string right here, go through it. Okay, and then once I pull that tight right there, I'm gonna pinch that, and then take that through. Okay, that's tied off right there. And then you can take these straps right here and just kind of loop them around. You tie them off in a knot if you want to just kind of get them out of the way so they're not just hanging down. I like keeping some extra loose length on these in case if down the road you need to tighten them up again. Like that. And then this is like that string is just super long, and we'll just take that, just snip that way. That's good there. Okay, there's the 20 middle section done. Now we're going to move to the passenger section. Again, to remove this passenger backrest, just pull a little bit right there, and take that out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this around to the back and install it back there. Okay, so now we have this backrest here and this cover right here. And so here's the back side of it. We're going to flip it over, and that's going to be the front. Okay, so we need to get this on. Gonna pop that over right there. Right there. And there's gonna be this Velcro right down here. Now, one thing I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get these so there's not a big gap right there. I'm gonna try to close that gap a little bit more. So what I'll do is I'll slide that down. There we go, that's looking better. There we go, so I've closed that gap right there. That's looking really good right there. Now what I'll do is I'll take this and close that to start that. Also take this one. Close that one right there. Okay. Now we're going to take this middle section. I'm going to take this right here and stick down the middle. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here is, before I stick this over here, I've found that if I attach just kind of the half of this Velcro right here over there, I pulled that, and then I'll stick this Velcro down right there. So I kind of stuck that one together up there first to grip that on, and then the rest of that. So we'll do the same thing here. Pull these two Velcro pieces together. And again, you don't need to connect on too much Velcro, just a little bit there. And then the majority of the Velcro is going to stick on to this bottom piece right there. Okay, so that's a good grip right there. And then I'm just going to check it, make sure everything looks good. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm actually going to leave this off for a second because we're going to do that passenger bottom, and it'll give me a little bit more space to do that. Now installing the passenger bottom here. This passenger bottom has the optional MOLLE pocket for pistol storage on the inside, also storage on the outside. But the passenger side is going to go on like this. Okay, so you just fit it around like that. Again, on the outside here, you can see there's these two panels, okay? There's a larger panel here and another panel right there. Compared to the inside of this, there's just one panel. So again, that's how you can tell what's the outside seat, what's the inside of the seat. Okay, this one lifts up like this, so it actually makes this bottom install a little easier than the driver bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna put this strap on right here to get started. And on the passenger side, on this particular model, on this design, there are just 2 straps that are gonna go on the inside of these brackets, okay? And again, on the driver's side, there were 3 straps underneath. This one has 2. Okay, so. I'm really gonna try to make sure it's positioned where I want it before I tighten these straps down. Because once you get them down, it's a little harder to move it around. So check that real quick. And that's looking good. I can see that seam is towards the front right there. It seems like the back seams are, you know, positioned a little bit further towards the back like that. So that's good there. Okay. Again, what I'll do now is I'm taking this hand and pushing on the top here, and I'm compressing the seat down. And so that gives it a little bit more slack right there. And then I'm gonna take that slack out right there. Okay, perfect. So now what we'll do is we'll take this string down here and we're gonna tie a loop in one side like that. Again, this is the same method we've done on all the bottom seats. Taking this string, going over here to the loop like that. Okay. Okay, getting that nice and snugged. Now I'm tying that off right there. And normally you can just take this extra string, and if it's not too long, you can just kind of bind it up and tuck it between one of the straps. If you want to keep that extra string, you could, you know, trim some of it off with scissors or knife if you want to as well. Again, I'm going to take these straps right here and I just tie those off. Get it just so they're out of the way, so they're not hanging down. Okay, that looks good there. That one's done. Now we're just gonna put that passenger backrest on. Okay, we're putting this passenger backrest on now. So again, you just take those little hooks, hook them back onto the bar right there. Just push it in like that. Okay, that one's on. Perfect. Last step that we're gonna do is I wanna show you how to put the headrest covers on. Customer chose to have an optional headrest logo, American flag, sewn into the headrest. It looks awesome. Totally recommend getting that. And it's gonna finish out like this, so you can see how the headrest is gonna install. I've done this one already. And it just kind of caps over right there and installs like that. And now I'm gonna go over and show you how to do that other side. Okay, so if you don't have a headrest logo on your set, the way you know the top from bottom is you see where this one has a seam where it's been sewn together right there. That one is going to be the bottom. Okay, the top doesn't have that. So what you can do is just barely cap that over. Okay, sometimes I see people take like too much. That's way too much fabric going over. Okay, it should just barely, the elastic should just barely cap it. Okay, so like that right there, just barely capping it over. Boom, baby. Looks awesome. American flag headrest logos. That's how you put the headrest on. And that is it for this install. Thanks so much for watching this install video. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers and Camo, your source for custom seat covers. To see more vehicles like this, see more seat covers like this, and see more installs, as well as a lot of other things that you can check out on our website, you can go to coversandcamo.com, and that is a place as well where you can get a set like this ordered for you today. Thanks so much.